It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Cowboys, leader at quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Cowboys and the Chiefs on Thursday night primetime.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, with an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you have quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Has his man, it's Pacheco. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up the playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
I mean, I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. And they've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Intercepted in the end zone. And the Cowboys take over as he records his 10th career INT. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. His first throw is an interception. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Chiefs are going to take over after the interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead. Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Putting a receiver in motion. On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Pistol now for Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Roll. Let's go.
Give now to the running back. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf, and that meeting didn't go so well.
He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it deep downfield. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 39. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. Set go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Last thing, 19. Here we go, shot.
Looking to the air here. That's caught for the 1st. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get it down to a single point. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his 3-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the 3-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And I'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. That one hits for 30. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Yellow.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All set up now for first and 10.
Yellow.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Yellow.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves him with third and short.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Third and 2, Mahomes to throw. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Blankenship. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Throw complete to Lamb. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 46. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage, and
second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. It's taken in by Lamb, and he's taken down at the 30. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. First and 10 now from the 30.
Cowboy 80. Come on, go.
Throwing now from the gun. This ball's caught by Palmer. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Dallas. From the red zone now. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Throwing it again here. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target to his man, Tony. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets him around 6 there. Christian Harris on the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. He puts some power on a deep one left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They go play action on first. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Yellow. Right side. Right side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Fourth down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Takes it in at the 26. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Cowboys are being led. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Justin Reed with the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
From the 24. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys trying to make some noise before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Back to him on 2nd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Chiefs offense out to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tight end in motion left. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Cut out left. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Yellow, yellow.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Trying again, following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third down, it's Mahomes. Flush down now to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Another punt coming up. Austin McNamara to again do the honors. It's away, not a great kick, angling right towards the sideline. So he sends this one out of bounds. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, Johnson. And he takes this in to the 40-yard line before going down. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces Ian.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up, and they created the takeaway.
So we've hit the end of 2. The Cow. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Reed now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 13. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's trying to go deep again. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside gets the job done.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They give it to him again. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point for Mabry is up and good. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Stiff arm success. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's Pacheco again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 41. Pass play coming here. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense working quickly. Throwing now from the gun. That throw finds Pickens. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's go now. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Check, go.
They'll run here on first down. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Pass play now. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys trying to end this before the final quarter. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
15.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
This one is taken in by Tony. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Yellow.
On target to his man, Tony. And this one does not go far. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. The Chiefs have possession, and this final quarter begins with them in a massive hole. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Yellow.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. A 3-yard gain leaves him just a little short. A decision to make now on 4th down.
Yellow.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Yellow.
Back to the well again. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Yellow.
3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw. Has it in close. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker to try the point after.
Hey. Bronco switch.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will trail by 25. Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Completed here to Pickens. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Here's 2nd and 2. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Let's go.
Give now to the running back. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
60 Bison. Reload.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Hey, smash Bronco.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes their offense out again. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Watch it. Watch it.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They send a man in motion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his target, it's Tony. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. One of the tight ends motioning left. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it! And he's tackled for a short gain. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And they could really use a good one here. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He throws a bullet down the right side. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. And as they keep going to him, he's now across 200 yards in what's become one of the most productive games he's had so far in his career. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Let's go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. That's Pickens with a catch outright. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. And he continues to rise higher and higher as this game goes on. That's now a 500-yard performance for him. Less than 30 times that's ever happened, which puts in perspective the enormity of what he's accomplished here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's on the move. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Finds his man Rice. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs take 7 points off the deficit. Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. That throw finds Pickens. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Here's a give up the middle. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
And the first down, Chiefs.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated